Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we bring to you comedian Idamlola Adekoya, who is popularly known as Princess, as she narrates how ectopic pregnancy almost took her life. Okay, for a layman who doesn't understand what the word ectopic means, it simply means when the baby is growing outside the womb of the mother, and this is very deadly and life-threatening. She disclosed this in a recent interview that she had with Trudy online, Trudy GD01, and a show with Trudy, where she spoke about her marriage, her life struggle, how she fell, how she's trying to pick herself up and still struggling over this. She said she could categorically say that her crashed marriage was the beginning of her fall. She said in her words, and I quote, "My wedding that I had, that was a mistake that should never have happened. And then when I fell, I didn't pick myself up. I was sad. Sad is an understatement. My life just went on a pause." She said, and I recall in the interview where she was explaining that is as soon as she ended the divorce, she withdrew to herself. She was nowhere to be found. Friends, colleague called her. Funke Akindele specifically called her, and she was like, her life has ended. And Funke said, "What do you mean by that? I mean, we are both in this together," as Funke Akindele has also faced a divorce before. And she was like, "Your case is different. I don't really have drama." This is Princess telling Funke that Funke's marriage was not as dramatic as hers was. And she said her ex came back begging her, and at some point she got pregnant. But fortunately for her, she had an ectopic pregnancy that nearly took her life and changed her health from being the perfect and healthy princess who everybody knew to someone who has to be taking almost 15 tablets every day. Idamlola Adekoya got married to Jeremiah Adeshola in 2013, and Adeshola is someone who is also prominent in the Nollywood industry, but really not familiar with people because he's usually behind the scene. He's a producer, a director. Aside from Nollywood industry, he's also a clearing agent at the port. They courted for just 6 months, and the marriage broke up in less than 6 weeks. And in the space of these 6 months, a lot of drama went on between Princess and her ex-husband Jeremiah. There were so many speculations as to why the marriage ended, but to Princess, she said the marriage ended due to irreconcilable differences and that the issue has been long going, but they decided to keep it away from the public. This was in 2013. Well, some people were of the speculations that Adeshola Jeremiah, that since Princess's ex-husband was tired of Princess's high life, party rocking and stuff like that, hence they had to dissolve the relationship. And some people have the speculations that Jeremiah got married to Princess because of her fame and money, and he was thinking he was going to be able to get the limelight because of this. And it wasn't just a lot of people were of the opinion that this guy that got married to Princess, it is basically because of the money. Well, Jeremiah took time to explain explicitly in an interview with City People. This was years after the marriage crash. He said he was so shy he couldn't step out of the house because he became an object of ridicule and mockery in the society, saying that alas, the gold digger had to leave the marriage because he wasn't getting anything in return. Jeremiah made sure to explain the real reason why the marriage broke up even before it started. In the interview, while speaking on what meant by losing everything after his marriage broke up, Jeremiah said, and I quote, "When we're together, there are a lot of things that happened, like we share a lot of things together. Then as an actor, I also work as a clearing agent. Sometimes I get a job, maybe through Princess or any other person. I have to give her own percentage. And what I mean by saying I lost everything was the fact that when I was married, I couldn't do anything. There was no time for one to even go to location. I was always indoor. I mean, after the marriage breakup, people started mocking me, so I was shy to go out, and it was really bad because lots of them never supported my getting married to Princess at the first place, as they said the marriage will not work." Explaining further on why he didn't get any support, he said, "Maybe they know more than I do, but I thought everything would change for good. We are from different backgrounds, and even when I started complaining, I was advised to be patient, that things would change for good. It was later that I realized that when my colleagues and senior colleagues were saying I could not control her was actually true. So when we broke up, I couldn't even go back to my family location. I was just all by myself." Jeremiah spoke on how Princess's behavior and personality is, and he said, and I quote, "She is very nice, but when it comes to her personal life, I don't think anybody can control her. She is very temperamental, and that has been my colleague's fear concerning the marriage that I won't be able to manage her, but I went ahead because I believe I'm not perfect too, so we should both be able to match things up. End quote. This was Jeremiah explaining how his friends, family, colleagues objected to the fact that he wanted to get married to Princess, but then he went ahead because he believed a lot of things could change over time during courtship and in marriage as well. He said the main reason why they got married was because Princess's younger sister got married, and months after, of the opinion that they should also get married as she's no longer getting younger, and that herself and Jeremiah would get to know each other in the marriage. Jeremiah said, and I quote, "I met Princess through Bola, who happens to be our mutual friend, and Princess was very nice till date, but it is just that when she starts her drama, she'll be out of control. So we started dating and even traveled together. She even visits me on location. At times, if she is not comfortable with the hotel they lodge us, she will change my hotel to another one. After some months, our younger sister got married. That was on Valentine's Day of that year, and she had already introduced me to her mom and her younger sister yesterday. So she told me that she wanted me to be present at the wedding, so I went on Friday after her sister's wedding. She came up with the idea that we should get married to, at least that we already know each other, and whatever that is remaining we will learn in marriage. So I feel she is more exposed compared to me, so we will not have problem in the marriage, and that was why I agreed to everything she said, and we started planning the wedding. Within a short period we got married." End quote. This was Jeremiah explaining how it all started, and he said even during the process of the wedding, Princess had to select the people that she will roll with, the set of people she's going to talk to. He explained further that Princess had to screen each and everyone that was coming from her family member's side that would be attending the wedding. He said the wedding planner was reporting down to Princess, and whatever was going to happen at that wedding, it was Princess that was going to have the final say over the wedding. This didn't sit well with him at all, because he got mad and he said he was not going to attend the wedding. He went ahead and locked himself up in a room. He explained this, and I quote, "I went to my room and locked myself up. Our friends were there. Nobody supported her actions. Transferred the aggression on Bola, that she was the one that linked us up. The lady was crying and begging me. I locked myself up and promised not to go for the wedding. Lots of people came to talk and pleaded with me. Even Ara also pleaded with me. I said no. Later, Mrs. Fashola called me on the phone and said she heard I was not at the venue of the wedding, that I should go, and also that she's almost there. That was when I decided to go. I didn't even bathe. I just took my trouser, worn it, and left. If you go through all the pictures we took for the wedding, you will notice that I was not happy at all." End quote. This was Jeremiah explaining how it all went down. He further explained that the cankerworms that ate up this relationship was Princess's mother, as she never chastised Princess, and whatever Princess decided is the final, and she wonders what kind of mother does that. Anything she does, she gets away with, and her mother is supposed to chastise her, but she never does. This ectopic pregnancy that Princess came out to explain how it almost took her life, Jeremiah explained that Princess roped him that it was the one that gave her infection, and this led to an ectopic pregnancy. He said there was a time he was so tired of the relationship. He said there was a day he got drunk on an empty stomach. He had to drive down to his friend's place, whose wife is a nurse. A friend's wife treated him for 2 weeks, and in the speed of staying there, he had an infection while using their toilet. On getting home after they resolved the issue, that is himself and Princess, he said he took a test just to confirm to Princess that he wasn't with another woman, but rather the situation was entirely different from what Princess is thinking. But eventually, when their matter became unresolvable, in the family meeting, Princess announced that it was as a result of his infection that brought about the ectopic pregnancy. Well, these two have been separated for over 8 years now. They're doing good with themselves, separately having their secret life, as Jeremiah is the secret and quiet person. Princess as well is still facing and battling the case of defilement with Award and Baba Ijesha as well. Well guys, there you have it. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop your comment in the comment section below. Thank you. Bye.